Hey y'all!
Hello!
How you doing? We might look a little funny today. We decided to have a little fun with you guys and give you something to laugh at. Hopefully shake off a little of that holiday stress.
That's right. Something a little different. We're coming to you from a different world.
A whole new world.
Not really. We just like the hologram effect today. There's many others we could have chose from.
We're spicing it up.
And you never know. We just might. We might choose a different effect next week.
Give you something to look forward to.
Yeah, something to think about.
What are they going to do this week?
So this week, not only are we spicing it up here, we are spicing it up with your homework.
Oh, yeah.
And we are only giving you one chapter of homework.
One chapter.
Who needs that after a little bit of Christmas craziness?
I sure do.
Yes, I am sure it will be nice and it'll be a breath of fresh air. And for those of you that might not be all the way caught up with last week's homework, you have an extra week. So this week we're going to talk about chapter 7.
Analysis paralysis.
Yes.
I know nothing about this.
Mm.
Nothing at all.
Yeah. So I'm sure we all know a little bit about what it feels like to have a decision we need to make and we're just stuck. We just don't know what to do. And we don't want to make the wrong decision, so we just would rather stay stuck.
And I had a life coach say to me one time that, let me get it just right, that imperfect progress is better than perfect procrastination. And
that sounds very good.
It's very good, and I tend to try to, do everything perfectly. And it's not that I'm necessarily chasing down the right decision like we've learned in the last 2 chapters. It's that I'm ruminating on what ifs.
Right.
And fear instead of chasing down decisions. So we're learning to chase down the decision.
Right.
And we're learning to stop living in analysis paralysis.
That's right.
One of the mistakes that we usually make is thinking that there are only 3 parts to a decision.
Right.
And that's analyze it, make it, and then own it. And that's not entirely correct, according to Lisa Turkhurst.
Yes. She said there's actually 2 more steps that go into that decision-making process.
2 very important steps.
Yes. And they might sound a little similar. The first one is trust in God by placing my decision under His authority. So we should always start with, hey, God, no matter what happens here, we want your will to happen. So we should start there. We trust with that. And then we analyze the decision. We make the decision. We own the decision. And then, again, we trust God to work out the good from the not so good parts of what might happen.
And this is something I've been preaching to my children a lot lately, that no matter what decision you make, it's never going to be absolutely perfect. There's going to be things about every decision we make that are hard and not fun. Even if we're doing that, working on that one thing that, is our soul thing and what God has called us to, it's not all going to be peaches and cream. But even in the not so good things, God is using them to work out growth in us or His plan in our lives, or using it to teach us or other people, what He wants them to know about Himself.
Right.
So,
yeah. So this week we hope you're able to read this chapter and gain some really good wisdom about stop living in fear, just move beyond that and trust God with the outcome and with what He wants to happen in it.
Stop living in analysis paralysis.
Yeah. All right, girls. Well, have a lovely new year.
Nanu.
And we will see you in the year 2015. Yeah.
Have you thought about your word for the year?
No. I'm still living on my last word.
Well, you need to be praying about what your word for 2015 is and share that with the group maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know what mine is yet either.
Yeah, well, it's going to be really good, and we hope that you're ready to kick into the best yes in the new year as well as we continue working. And actually, there's some cool things coming up in the new year that we might leak here, there, and everywhere, but we can't really leak.
What are you laughing at? I don't want to leak here, there, and everywhere. Sorry.
No.
You can do all the leaking you want to do, but
No.
I have no interest in leaking here, there, and everywhere.
No, I meant leaking information.
Okay.
Information, yes. No other leakage. Thank you very
Sorry.
much. Maybe that was TMI. Okay, so we should get out of the hologram for now.
It's just a little too much.
Bye.